Hey, welcome back YouTube and Facebook. I'm Sal Pitera, and today we're going to talk about where I've been for the last 9 months and where the channel and Facebook group are going to be going and my excitement about it right after this. Welcome back YouTube and Facebook. As always, if you're watching our channel on YouTube and you're not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you click the subscribe button and the little bell notification. That way YouTube will let you know every time we upload a brand new video. Also, if you're not a member of our over 500,000 members of our Facebook group, there is a link down below where you can join the Facebook group. It is free, and we're going to talk about that in just a couple of minutes. So to talk about where I've been, we need to go back to the very beginning of the channel. When I first started vlogging Carnival Cruise Lines and giving you the Carnival news, we did it because we had a great relationship with Carnival, which we still have. But I was able to bring you a lot of the behind the scenes content, such as engine room tours, bridge tours, interviews with personnel on board, as well as the people at the corporate office in Miami. We also brought you the latest cruise news. Well, back then you could count the amount of people that were vlogging cruise and travel information on one hand. It was kind of a tight-knit, tiny community. But over the years, it really seemed to take off and lots of imitators out there. And not that imitation is a bad thing. But now there are hundreds of people putting out cruise news and cruise content, which is great. However, for me, it created a little bit of burnout. I found myself all day long trying to put the news together, only really to compete with other people on how fast we could get it out, because the news was being put out by hundreds of people. And for me, it kind of burned me out a little bit on making content. I will be honest with you, there is a thing called YouTube burnout. Google it, you'll see it happens to lots and lots of YouTubers. It's hard to get past, but I think I finally got past it. And the reason why is what also helped with YouTube burnout, helped cause it anyway, is the issues in my personal life. If you followed me, you know that during the pandemic, I had some teeth issues and I couldn't figure why. And one by one, I was needing root canal literally on every one of my teeth. And then they started cracking and falling out, or I'm having to have them pulled. And what really hurt me as far as the burnout is when I lost one of my front teeth. I really did not want to sit in front of a camera with a big gap, missing one of my front teeth. I know there's nothing wrong with it. Lots of people are missing it. But for me personally, in front of the camera, along with the other elements that caused the YouTube burnout, it was just tough. Then, my close friends know me. I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned it on the channel before, but late last year, mid last year rather, I was diagnosed with cancer, which was very scary, as I'm sure you could possibly imagine. Getting teared up just thinking about it. So I have been treating the cancer over the last 9 months or so, and I'm happy to announce that as of my last visit just a week and a half ago, I'm not cancer-free, but it's looking much, much better than it was. It's not growing, it's actually getting smaller and smaller. So we do anticipate that I will be in remission soon with a little bit more treatment, or possibly even just cancer-free forever, which, knock on wood, I'm really hoping for. We've also had some issues in our extended family, which please keep these folks in your prayers. My father-in-law was diagnosed with dementia and a tumor in his brain. My mother passed away earlier this year. And my brother, who I love dearly, also is in the hospital. He's been in the ICU for weeks and weeks now. So all those things combined, and please keep my family in your prayers, I would really appreciate it. All those things combined just made it so I just wasn't in the mood to put out videos. However, things are getting better, and I've done a lot of soul searching and a lot of thinking about it, and I am going to bring back the YouTube channel. But before I do that and tell you where we're going to be going with the channel, because I do want to make it different than everybody else. That's kind of always been my thing, is to be different than everybody else. I first want to talk about our Facebook group. While I haven't been putting out many videos, I have been cultivating our enormous Facebook group. We have almost 550,000 members right now, and the best moderation team anywhere on the planet. I'm going to scroll their names at the bottom of the screen right now. A big thank you for the moderation team. They moderate every user to make sure they're a legitimate user and not a bot. They moderate every single post that comes through to make sure that there's no bullies on there, to make sure there's no mean posts, and to keep the community positive and interactive when it talks about Carnival cruising. I'd love to see you become a member of that group. It is the largest cruising group anywhere on the internet, and we talk about cruising all day long. There's a link to that in the description down below. It doesn't cost anything. You just have to be a member of Facebook group. Click the link, click the join button, and we'll approve your membership right away. So, where is the channel going from here? Well, I'm happy to announce I am going to bring back the YouTube channel, and luckily most of my subscribers knew that there was something going on and they haven't unsubscribed from me. So we're still starting with a base of about 60,000 subscribers, which is totally amazing. Plus, we also have our audience from the Facebook group, over 500,000 followers. So the channel should be pretty robust, and we're going to be breaking it down into 3 different segments. So the first segment is yes, I am going to be bringing back the news, but not the way you see it from most vloggers. Instead of putting out a news broadcast once a day or once every other day, I'm going to try to bring you good news stories in the cruise and travel industry as they happen. I'll strive to get those news articles out within 15 to 20 minutes of them happening. That way you can see it here first and then get the opinions of the other vloggers afterwards. Now, we're not going to bring you every news story that happens, but just the ones that I think will pique your interest and, quite frankly, that I find interesting. Because if I find it interesting, then I'm going to be more likely to bring it out so you'll find it interesting as well. Now, the second part, we've had lots of requests for this over the years. During the pandemic, you may remember if you were watching us, we had a morning show. Now, we did it almost every day of the week, and it was a fantastic segment. It's a live video that we do each morning. Well, we're going to be bringing that back. To start with, we're only going to be doing it one day a week, and that's going to be on Tuesday mornings at 11 o'clock. We're going to start that in just a couple of weeks, so make sure you watch for our announcement on it. And during the morning show, we bring you the latest news from the week. We bring you fun videos from the travel industry, live call-ins, trivia, games, all kinds of fun that we'll have. And again, we'll start that just once a week, and we do intend on expanding it to more days as time goes on. But here is the big announcement. If you've been on board a cruise ship, you've probably seen the Voyager with Josh, I don't remember his name. If you watch Discovery Channel, you've probably seen the show Destinations Unknown. Well, we are going to create an hour-long broadcast that's recorded in that sort of format. Once a month, we will be visiting a destination somewhere on the globe. Now, it won't always be a cruise ship. It's going to be cruise and destinations where we will go and we will bring you a vlog of it. We will bring you some behind-the-scenes interviews, lots of fun things over the course of the hour. For instance, our very first stop is going to be at the Ark encounter, and that is in Kentucky. And I want to preface this that I'm not a religious person, so we're not going to be bringing the religious aspect of the Ark. But the Ark is a ship that they've modeled after what they believe Noah's Ark looked like. And it's as big as a cruise ship. And you can go in and take tours of it. It's a modern structure that you just wouldn't believe the woodworking and what's inside. They also have a zoo next door that they own. They also have an awesome restaurant. And we're going to be staying at a converted farm, a horse farm, that still has horses, where they've converted a barn into a 5-bedroom apartment to stay at. So we're going to be bringing you that, and we'll be breaking up into segments, kind of like a regular TV show. Like, for instance, we'll give you a walkthrough of the Ark so you can see the Ark in extreme detail, high-resolution 8K video. We'll have interviews with the creator of the Ark. Then we're going to visit the zoo, where we'll show you the zoo and some behind the scenes at the zoo, where we're going to play with some of the animals and bring those encounters to you during the video. We're also going to interview the head zookeeper there, who's in charge of the zoo. Then we're going to take some video at the restaurant and behind the scenes, as well as the horse farm and the cabin that we're staying at. It's going to be a great program, but that is our format for the once-a-month programs. Like, we might visit Vegas. We're working with the Bellagio to bring you the behind-the-scenes workings of the Bellagio, how the fountains work, how the gaming works, everything behind the scenes that you normally wouldn't see. Now, again, we're going to try to do that once a month, but we can't guarantee it because interacting with the destinations and getting them to agree to do this it's a lot of work. And then going out there with a camera crew and a team of people where we'll be filming it, and a group of editors where we'll be editing it. This will be an absolute regular TV show, and we're hoping down the line to even make it a Netflix show, which we've already been talking to them as well. So that's where the channel is going. I really hope to see you back here. We're really excited about it. We've been working on the hour-long, once-a-month thing literally for a year and a half. And we just now started putting it together where we're ready to start filming, have some destinations negotiated, and we'll bring them to you. So like I said, we're really excited. I hope you are too. Now, again, if you're watching this on YouTube and you're not a subscriber and you want to see all these videos I'm talking about and get notified, click the subscribe button and the little bell notification so YouTube will let you know every time we upload a video. Also, make sure you join the Facebook group. Now, if you're watching us on Facebook, I'll also put a link with this video to our YouTube channel, so make sure you click over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, I'll see you right here on the Destinations channel.